one of the things that I want to express is that we are excited as a company to be associating with the Elgon Festival. For your own information, Uganda Breweries is an adult beverages company that specializes in producing a couple of brands. I think we have over 100 brands that we do produce and sell to Uganda. So somebody might ask, why are we here? So as Uganda Breweries, our purpose as a company is to celebrate life every day. And we recognize as a company that our existence is intertwined with the existence of society. We have existed since 1950 when we produced our first beer, Bell Lager, up to now, and we've grown to a level where we are a market leader, developing society together, but also growing as a company because of the society that we exist in, that is Uganda at large. And key is for you to also remember, for a couple of years we have passionately worked with the cultural institutions, one because of first our purpose, but also the recognition that we cannot exist without society. So we also recognize that our bit as a company is to ensure that we support government and other arms of society to develop this country together, but basically ensuring that we develop societies in a social and economic way. So our recognition is that existence of society is only realized if culture is preserved, and culture is what defines society. So as Uganda Breweries, we recognize that society exists because of culture, and we cannot as a company exist without society. So we've actively involved ourselves, and we will continue, not just stop here with the festival of this year, even the coming festivals in the subsequent years, we shall involve ourselves, because we believe if we assess our supply chains, both the push side and the pull side, society is evolved in one way or the other. One, as a source of market for our products. Two, as a source of raw materials that we produce. We have also aligned our production in a way that previously we used to import over 80% of our raw materials from outside Uganda. And we've decided that, which of course also benefits us, that if we actually source those raw materials locally, we will be supporting societies in an economic way. One, they are able to raise money through the provision of the market by us, which money they are using to be able to pay for their kids' school fees, raise up houses, live a better standard of living. But also, key is that this builds security in societies. When people have some disposable income, then security is enhanced. If you visit the history, I think one of the cultures like Teso that has suffered so much because of the raids from Karamoja, and it's just an element of probably the other side having some disposable income. And of course now this provides them with an alternative for them to be able to survive, but also coexist. So this festival in particular, as stated by the organizers, first of all brings together different cultures. It allows for the cultures to mingle, to socialize, and for us as a company, we want to be part of that, because that helps us build this country together. So as I wind up, the brand that we have fronted to help partner in the cultural activities, which is Pilsner Lager, is made 100% from locally sourced raw materials from across Uganda.
Ideally, this is something good when it comes to culture to say, because in our day-to-day livings, if we are to take a clear observation, our culture is getting dissolved in the day-to-day modern culture. So a lot of people are forgetting their origin. But when they bring in the Elgon Festival, there is a way it brings back people to their culture, to their origin. It extends a number of people who have not even gotten an opportunity to know where they originate from, to get to borrow a leaf from the Elgon Festival. So I would love to say thank you so very much. But as Rock Telecom, we're in this because we want to preserve culture. That is one. Secondly, we are looking at unity. Through unity, we are able to achieve quite a lot, our goals. So when we look at the eastern part of Uganda, is one part that has got a lot that is not yet exploited, that is not yet put out there to the world to know. So when we look at how we're going to economically benefit from the Elgon Festival, this is why Rock Telecom is in this, because we are looking at expanding our culture to other generations. Not just talking about them, but we want people to know what takes place in Uganda, basically what takes place in the eastern region. This is the reasons why Rock Telecom is in this. It is a unifying factor. We are under one umbrella, regardless of the languages we speak, regardless of who we are, color, gender. This is one thing. We are looking at promoting culture, number one. We are looking at being a unifying factor. So the Elgon Festival is one way that we can be united. And when we are united, we can do greater things. We can achieve quite a lot. That's when we are united, not only when we are looking at an individual basis. So the proprietors of this, the vision bearers, I would love to say thank you so very much. Because with this, you're even opening eyes to a number of parents out there. Because our culture is really getting dissolved, and it's no more. And yet this is the beauty of Africa, and this is the beauty of Uganda. But most importantly, this is the beauty of the eastern region, Mbale in particular. So if we have such an event happening occasionally, then we are bound to believe that we are going to achieve greater and greater things in the
but to me, I've already, it is me, I'm accounted to him. As me as a salesperson, I'm looking already at the volume as UBL, the way, the sustainability of the business. What am I going to get in the culture, and what is the culture supporting me at the end of it, and how are we supporting the culture? As the UBL, I was always observing what Jeff was doing, but he has done a wonderful job with awareness and visibility. I saw he crosses across Kenya, and that is good. I will appreciate him for that. To show about prisoner, in Kenya it is not there. Even other cultures, other regions, they don't know what the prisoner is. But to me, as the UBL staff, prisoner. Also, we tried Guinness. Remember, even in Mutodo, is it Mutodo or something? Also, it works. But again, we want to explore the prisoner in this Elgon region to ensure that also drives us our business in terms of sustainability. On the volume side, I've already done also assessment as the James Kito said that each person will be coming with 30,000. I'm also looking at the volume. I will get from there 1,800 cases of beer on those three days, which will be active of the event. I think that one it is good. You always support us. You always send in your proposals as you build. You always also come in time to also support you guys. Let us work together. Let us drink responsibly, but also we emphasize on the age. 18. I know the culture will involve a lot of young kids there, but let also be vigilant on our young generation. Thank you.
And the dream bearers of Elgon Festival, we are looking at it and thinking and imagining, but now we are a baby, but we're growing. The next time we meet, we're going to be running and cheering. I am Cozy Point. I am in charge of food. I have done food issues for over 10 years, but this is basically the organic food. There is no way you can have a festival without the food. It is the food that makes us who we are. We were in the festival because we want to get back people to the roots of health food. Our ancestors lived on health food. We didn't know oil, we didn't know sugar, but we lived over 100 years. In Bali, we have a delicacy called kamalea. It is full of fiber, it is medicinal, and once tasted, you can't go out with it. When you get to the Kejong, they used to do blood. It is called kamalasila. It is blood steamed and with herbs in it. You chewed that and you lived all your life. We have things like kama kunyu, these are wild potatoes. And then we have kamalele. We've had herbs. And the food we ate took us to healthy living. So if we get back our people to eat healthy, we live healthy, and all the dreams we're looking at will achieve them. And if food sold on the carnival, if people come and taste the delicacies, and the revenue we get from food will be amazing back to our city. We have had lots of challenges in terms of health because we don't know the basis of what we really need to eat. Some of us were born in times that certain things were not talked about. But if we get this chance that every time we're gathering at a festival, we have time to talk about our organic foods, our herbs, and our health living, we'll kick out things like diabetes, pressure, and what have you. Because once you eat healthy and have a clean body, a clean mind, sickness is not part of you. But we appreciate the motherhead behind this, because she thought about uniting us. Now we're talking about Elgon Festival, but later it's going to become a Ugandan festival. We're looking at Eastern now, but the Central will get attracted to us because our intentions are big. It's about unity, it's about togetherness, it's about getting us back to our roots, because we're going to be the end thing. We're going to be proud of each other. We shall understand the value of each culture. We'll go to Tesoland, we'll go to Bugwere, we'll go to Kajongland, and it is amazing that we're going to learn about different cultures. Some of us don't know who what is, but now it's only the Elgon Festival that has put us under one basket, and we are realizing that we are one person. We are beyond tribals. We are beyond boundaries of tribalism. We are patriots now. We are one person, one Uganda. So we are beginning from the east, but this is going to take on board the whole country. And we are so glad about our city for taking up this very positively. We are going to become the role models. People go to South Africa to see carnivals, but they're going to come to Mbale to be part of this. And those benefits are for the locals. They're all for the locals, for the cities, for individuals, and for Uganda at large. Thank you very much. I am Cozy Point. I will always ask everyone to watch what they put on your plate. Health food is a health living, is a rich Uganda, and be blessed. We are looking forward to enjoying the festival. It is enjoyment and happiness. Come for unity. Thank you very much.
The organizer of Elgon Festival for thinking of a very wonderful festival that depicts the culture not only of the Elgon region, but I think the whole eastern region. I think after crossing the Nile to across the border, I think it is a unique culture that has been organized in Uganda or for whatever festival that is being organized. So thank you so much, the organizers of the Elgon Festival, and we look forward to having a thrilling festival. Mbali Coast View Hotel is, as I told you, is a very new hotel, and it's a business hotel that is willing to work with the people of the Elgon region. And as you may be aware, I've had the UA were saying we want to promote tourism, we want to promote tourism, we want to promote tourism. The festival is not consumed at the festival. People who are going to the mountain don't consume whatever they have seen there at the mountains or in the wild, but they come and consume it where? In the hotel. So it is very important for us to partner with such very powerful institution and organization that depict the culture of the Eastern region and support them and support in any way that we can keep on promoting. Perhaps the PRO has been saying that we are expecting 5,000 people. We may expect more than 5,000, and if this year we have 5,000 and we work together, we work very well together, next year we will have 50,000. So we are creating a multiplier effect so that it becomes the biggest festival in Uganda. And that is basically what I would request each and every player here to ensure that we promote the festival, we take care of whoever is coming. I am happy the security teams are here. I'm happy several guys, the Rock Telecom, are here to stream so that we have the festival all over, not only in Mbale but all over the country. So Escorts View Hotel, we want to provide an avenue, a place where the revelers consume or internalize festival. So the gate will be open. We have even reduced the room rate during that period. All our room rates, so long as you book online, there is a code that we have shared with you. By the way, we are selling tickets here. Whoever needs tickets, they are available. And we will even discount those tickets a little bit so that we can sell as many as possible. And we have as many people at the festival as we can. The number should be big enough, and we encourage all revelers to be disciplined enough so that we have the most peaceful festival that has ever existed. And I'm glad that my brother from UBL has been saying that this is adult festival, and we have to ensure that the people who come for the festival are adults 18 and above, and that's something that we need to work on. We have reduced our room rates for the festival goers. There is a code that they have to apply. They have to book, of course, online. I know Rock Telecom will enable all the lines, and the internet will be very good enough so that your response to the booking is instant. So thank you so much. Maybe something that we will associate. We are non-partisan. We value culture, and we will associate with any culture that approaches us, so that we strive. We cannot exist without culture. We exist in a community, and in the community that we exist, we have to give back. So what we are doing is part of our giving back to the community, so that we have a very colorful event, and we look forward to having a thrilling Elgon second Elgon Festival. And by the way,
so with us in Elgon, we look at our cultures as very important players in promoting tourism around our region. We also look at how to preserve these cultures, so that in the future they are the key players in promoting all the sales of tourism in the region. And it's really playing a very big role. As UWA, we are surely looking so much and keen to promote all the values of tourism, all the cultures. We are really looking forward to promote them. We are looking so much to promote every culture in Uganda in association with Tourism House. Not only that, you know very well, we've been supporting also the Miss Tourism. That is all promoting culture. The Miss Tourism in different regions. We look at Mount Elgon, we look at Karamoja region, Teso region. All this is all to bring up tourism together as one house, as one unit, but to promote basically culture. Because there is nothing that brings value than one not knowing where it came from. if we don't know where we came from, then we cannot know where we are going. But if we know where we came from, and that is when we dig down to our cultures and know the values of our cultures, then even those that are coming can preserve the cultures. As you know very well, Mount Elgon as a national park, Mount Elgon as Man and Biosphere Reserve, as one of UNESCO heritage places, we look forward so much to promote cultures in Uganda, and mostly cultures in Eastern region. They are our real key and stand pillars to the tourism in Eastern region. We can't sell so much, but we sell so much of our cultures. We really sell so much our culture more than anything. Most of the things that we look around Elgon region is so much associated with the cultures. We don't have much of animals in Eastern region, but we have much of cultural places where people visit, where people go to see. And most of our things are associated with cultures around us. So UA at large is looking at promoting cultures together with the Elgon Festival. We are looking so much to associate together so that we can promote tourism in our region and will be one of the best vesting in the whole of Uganda. So besides that, UA has also thought of, at the end of this competition, give an award to the best performers, but all people will go with something. What we look at here is just an accolade, that is just a representation, but the end thing will be bigger than this, because we could not carry the whole portrait that we're supposed to be given to give. But this is just a portrait of what it will look like at the end.